Happy New Year! It's January the 1st, 2025, and in this video I'd like to share with you how I went with my musical resolutions from last year, and I'd like to share a few new ones with you as well for this year. Welcome to High Road, my name's Andrew. As always, this is just a fun project for me. I'm not necessarily trying to encourage anyone else to set resolutions or feel pressured to do anything like this themselves. I'm just sharing what I'm doing in case you happen to be interested. Okay, let's wind the clock back 1 year. In reverse order, resolution number 3 is once again to convert that B flat trumpet into a C trumpet. Please stick with me, it's going to be epic, I promise. So did I do it? Yes, I did, but it came right down to the wire. About 2 weeks ago, I realized that I still hadn't started this project, and if I didn't do something about it now, then it was going to be a fail. So I pulled out all stops and I went absolutely berserk for the last 2 weeks, and I finished it last night on New Year's Eve. It works, it's fully playable. I've just got to put some silver plating on it, and then I'm going to release a 3-part video series on that soon. Hopefully, even if you're not a trumpet player, you'll still enjoy that. Resolution number 2 is to finish writing a guitar instrumental album. So no vocals, just guitar, a bit like what Tommy Emmanuel does, but a little bit worse. So I'm not talking about recording this album this year, just finishing writing the pieces for it. I'm going to call this resolution a success, yeah. All the pieces are about as written as they can be. It's just up to me to do a couple of months worth of practice so that they're up to a recording standard. Some of the pieces I've already performed this year in various formats, so I'm looking forward to hitting the record button later this year. And resolution number 1 is to finally release my new album, the singer-songwriter one that is. Now this goal has been on my last 2 resolution videos in a row. And if you've been following my artist pages, you would know that I haven't released an album this year, so this one is a fail, unfortunately. But I'm okay with it because it's not my fault, and I'll tell you why. As I mentioned in last year's video, I've been struggling with vocal health, and this year has been no different. So the good news is that the entire album is finished apart from vocals. That's the last thing left to do. It's very frustrating. My vocal health, it tends to be up and down from day to day. Right now it's not too bad, but if you listen to one of my most recent videos, you'll hear my voice is absolutely terrible in that video, so it really depends on the day. So I've been to see an ENT and I've been diagnosed with something called muscle tension dysphonia. This has accumulated over the past couple of years where every time I catch a cold or a flu, I tend to lose my voice, and then I have to return to work as a teacher and push my voice really before it's ready. As a result, my vocal muscles have involuntarily learned to retain a tense, braced state, which causes my voice to decline, and then the cycle continues. Now that it's been diagnosed, I have a couple of sessions coming up with a speech therapist, and apparently this is a pretty easy thing to fix. It's something they do all the time, so I'm feeling very hopeful. I haven't been able to do any gigs for about a year or do any live performing with my voice, so I really can't wait to get my voice back. So moving on to this year, let me share with you my musical New Year's resolutions for 2025. The last couple of years, my goals have been kind of project orientated, trying to finish a guitar or a particular project. This year I think I'm going to get a little bit in the weeds with acquiring new skills. So in reverse order, resolution number 3, to arrange and play classical gas on a ukulele. You'll see. Resolution number 2, to learn a legit jazz trumpet transcription, like maybe something from Louis Armstrong. Now keep in mind, even in my trumpet playing prime, which is probably when I was about 15 years old, I was only ever mediocre at best. So for me to achieve this goal, I'm not only going to have to reacquire that level of mediocrity again, but I'm going to have to try and surpass it somehow. Wish me luck. And resolution number 1 is to perform a jazz gig on guitar in public. Now you might remember from a couple of years ago that one of my goals in these videos was to get better at playing jazz guitar. Well, this is just the natural extension of that. I'm not quite sure how it's going to materialize yet, but I'm thinking something like a jazz combo on a Sunday in a cafe, something like that. That's it for now. I hope you have a wonderful 2025. As always, if you want to learn how to make music, record music and build musical stuff, start now by subscribing below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.